Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik, and this is the game of the Pacific Advanced Edition. This is my play by email match against Xargun. He's allied commander, and for me it is Empire of Japan. This is scenario 1 on game version 26B, or standard stock, no modifications. And this is now the 2nd June, 42 turns, so yesterday there was this big carrier clash southwest of Melbourne with a victory for Japan. And I'm out of torpedoes, have some damaged ships. More or less I will not opt to hunt down the remaining ships or whatever is left. You can hear there's one or two sinking sounds, maybe even more. So if there are 2-3 ships escaping me, I would say it doesn't matter. I know that 3 carriers and 2 or 3 cruisers are lost for Xargun, and that is the most important. And here's one more cargo ship plus additional task forces, so back at the box. But I'm too low on fuel, too low on shells, and I simply hope that my Xarguns can inflict casualties here. And one cargo ship is hit again. I have an independent hunter group at Tahiti, so that group will try to hunt down something. But in the range of my carriers there's no enemy ship more. But I return to port of Perth. And if I can find something on the way, I take it with me, take it down. But I will not hunt actively for more ships, not now. With Japan I always try to save, to play it safe, and not try too much. You can see there's one destroyer that is this heavily damaged destroyer by the enemy carrier. And I give it a chance to get the fire under control, but it's not possible. So we have standard bombardments in China. All not game changing, but the purpose is to reduce the Chinese supply stock. This was the Chinese unit coming out of the mountain. I forced them back. Still not dead, but without any attack value, I would guess. So a very light turn. There was action for 2 or 3 turns. Now we are back to waiting for the allies to be active in this war, or more active. Of course, I just crippled their carrier fleet, so I don't know how much Xargun is willing now to act aggressively around Australia. Maybe he will focus on India and try to take or bring the war to Burma. That could be an option. Air losses. There is a cruiser with 4 seagulls going down. So 1 heavy cruiser sunk. I have no information about this, but there's also a cargo ship attacked and hit by torpedo. Only a rowboat torpedo, so it's only a smaller warhead. But in the long run, I think this will sink. Well, it's crippled at least, the cargo ship. Some small engagement here in the north, some Chinese troops taking the base in my rear, and I catch them up again. And but this is only a small engagement. Here was a battle at this smaller road. Today here, and maybe 2-3 days I will fight here again. I have here only block forces. These are not strong enough to really fight, but they can block any movement. And I use this kind of troopers to wipe them out. They're not strong enough to be frontline units, as mixed brigades, but they're for partisan rear action, they're fine. Ceylon looks nice. No activity, no night bombardment today. Well, moonlight is 78%, it's possible, but nothing else. Everything is fine, everything is fine. purse, getting more fuel, because these carrier operations consume a lot of fuel. This is my battle cruisers, returning to purse. They have normally enough fuel, but these guys are low on shells, at least this guy. And here was Tayo getting all under control, so there's no active damage more. And I can still make 3 hexes per turn. This is fast enough to return to port. Cover force, Nagato Mutsu, all looks fine. And here is a heavily damaged destroyer, and yeah, it was, if I had now more or less fire of 0, there would be a chance to get this ship back, but fire plus high system damage is impossible to handle, so I can better scuttle the ship and save the captain. You want scuttle the ship? Yes, I want scuttle the ship. So then the captain is more or less now on board on this ship, I think, and I lose, I think, 1 victory point less. But this is now the 3rd fleet destroyer I lost this war. Good. Only other opportunity maybe in the future is this group here. There are 5 ships, a bunch of support ships maybe. My own battle cruisers are here. And I will simply try to, I will set a patrol hex here, so I will push in this direction, and if anything is close to this hex, 4 hexes maybe, I can try to interdict and hunt them down. So yeah, I have here Admiral, and the Admiral is aggressive but not over aggressive, but it's always better if you have an Admiral so that the captain is not overloaded with commanding the ship and the fleet. I also change normally the commanders. At least I check them that every battleship, battle cruiser, heavy cruiser must have a navy rating of 70 at least. I also check my submarines, because even the Japanese have roughly a third of the submarine commanders are not the best. So I exchange them to be more aggressive. If a submarine commander is not aggressive or don't have navy skills, then they're useless. Submarines. This is also why I always set my submarines on here, absolute aggressive. I don't care how strong is the enemy, the patrol or escorts, the submarine have to attack if possible. If it sinks, then it sinks, doesn't matter, but you cannot be let's say balanced approach or something like this. With a submarine there's only all or nothing. Good, see you next time, take care, bye bye.